What is going on, everyone? It is Super here, and welcome to another Injustice 2 video. And today we're going to be doing another Q&A video. We're actually getting very close to Evo and Comic-Con, so trust me guys, we're going to be getting some new gameplay for some new characters very soon. But for now, let's answer some questions. And the first one is actually very good. The question comes from Cade, and he asks, since the super moves in Injustice 2 can do up to 40% or a little more damage, just the supers on its own without combos, of course, you know, if you combo into a super, it scales the damage a lot, meaning that it makes the damage of the super do a lot less than it normally would if you just do the super by itself. So let's continue. If you input some special buttons during the super moves, which this has been confirmed, Ed Boon has confirmed this, that they actually added in little sequences in the super moves in which you could press a button and it actually gives you more damage when you do the super move. Let's keep it going. Do you think it's a way to encourage players to use those super moves more, or do you think it would be a little overpowered? So this is one of the best questions that I've gotten so far for Injustice 2, and I definitely think it's to encourage people to use the supers more, because if you guys know, in Mortal Kombat X, there is so many uses for meter that no one ever does x-rays on a competitive level. No one ever uses their entire 3 bars of meter to do an x-ray that does 35%, when characters like Ermac could get 45% combos without spending a bar of meter. So this is definitely a way for NetherRealm to, you know, give you a little bit more for spending all your resources, because if you use your super, you have to get something in return that's worthwhile. You know, a lot of people spend the 4 bars and then they don't have meter to push block or to wager on. You know, especially in Injustice with some new mechanics, you could tech roll out of combos. You could do your, you know, like double dash forward if you spend a bar of meter and you're invincible. You know, there's a lot of use for meter. So I think this is a way of NetherRealm saying, all right, we're going to give you something a little bit extra if you know when to press a button combination at a certain time to give you an extra maybe 10% damage. I don't think it's going to be overpowered at all, because, you know, spending 4 bars to use your super is already costly enough, so you definitely have to get something in return, and there's a good way to do that. So very good question. Next one comes from ALC, and he asks, who is your most anticipated character for Injustice 2, and would you mind having guest characters in the game? I would definitely not mind having guest characters in the game. I want guest characters. To me, that's one of my favorite things in Mortal Kombat X, having guest characters in the game, and it would be no different for Injustice 2. And who is my most anticipated character for Injustice 2? It would probably be, well, Superman's already in it, and I've seen how he plays, so I definitely want to see how Harley Quinn looks and how she plays. If she has the same playstyle as Injustice 1, I'll be very happy. So she's my most anticipated character for right now. Moving on here, Connor asks, do you think Robin could make it into Injustice 2 at all, even as DLC? And I've come out and said that I think Nightwing is going to be making it. I don't think the Dick Grayson Robin is going to make it into Injustice 2, sadly. I think Red Hood has a very good chance of making it. But, you know, if they do put Nightwing in, they might have a Red Hood costume, and they might have a classic Dick Grayson Robin costume. But I think that is the best chance that, like, the Dick Grayson Robin, the original Robin, has of making it into Injustice 2, sadly. I would actually prefer Robin over Nightwing, but that's just me. You know, but I'm not making the game, obviously. But I do think that it would be cool for, you know, whoever they put in to have a Robin skin. Moving on here to the next question comes from JT12, and he asks, do you think Injustice 2 is going to have a Power Girl skin for Supergirl? And there is a possibility that can happen, because I do think that NetherRealm is also going to include skins. I don't think it's just going to be the base character and the gear. I don't think that's going to happen. I think they're, you know, Ed Boon already confirmed that, you know, they're going to have movie tie-in costumes for specific characters. So I don't think that, you know, they're just going to have the regular skins and then the gear. I think they're going to have multiple skins for characters, just like in Mortal Kombat X. Maybe not as many as Mortal Kombat X or the original Injustice, but they will have multiple skins for characters, and the gear is just gonna go along with those, you know, with whatever costume you pick. So there's a very strong chance that definitely could happen. Moving on here, Foz asks, how likely do you think Black Canary is going to be in Injustice 2? If so, what do you think her moveset will be like? I would probably say her moveset might be something like they would put for Sindel in Mortal Kombat X, as far as her, you know, the way her special moves that come from like sound vibration, like her scream. I think she would definitely play like that. She would, a lot of her gameplay would revolve around that, obviously. But you know, the more important question, do I think she is going to make it into Injustice 2? I have her as yes on my Injustice 2 roster list. If you guys missed that, by the way, I'll leave it linked in the description. I go over all my roster predictions, all 28 characters, and Black Canary is one of them. Mostly because the actress who plays the Black Canary in the CW show, she actually did a bunch of like motion capture and facial capture for, you know, this project. And then in the platform of the project, there was a #2 Roman numeral sign saying that, you know, this has a very likely chance of being Injustice 2. So I definitely think she will be in Injustice 2. I hope she, you know, makes it in. I think she's one of the fan favorite females that a lot of people want to make it into the game. So hopefully she gets in. But that's going to be it for today's Q&A video. If you guys have any questions, make sure you guys leave them in the comment section, and I'll see you guys next time.